I'm Hannah from Destined for Adventure. Today I'm going to be sharing 4 tips for camping in your vehicle safely as someone who is traveling alone. Now, before I get into that, I just wanted to share that I actually lived in my Honda Civic with my 2 dogs for several months in 2018, traveling around the US. And I currently have a van that I purchased in Mexico. I have traveled around the US and Mexico in that van on several different road trips. I don't live in that van currently full-time, but I have lived in it full-time for several months traveling Mexico last year. So I do have some decent experience sleeping in vehicles, and I want to share some tips with you today if it's something that you're curious about doing or wanting to try out maybe for one of the first times. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to prepare for the night before you actually park where you're going to park. So we want to be discreet when we're parking in places that maybe is not like a campground or a paid campsite, because we don't want to draw attention to ourselves, not only for safety reasons, but also just we don't want to stick out in general because that can attract unwanted attention. So what we're going to do if we're road tripping is maybe stop at a gas station or a Walmart or someplace that is not the place you're going to spend the night, maybe just a few minutes before you're actually ready to go down for the night. And you can do all of your evening routine things that you need to do, whether that be change your clothes, use the toilet, brush your teeth, drink some water, whatever it might be that you would normally do before bed, you can do it at that time. If you have a dog, you can take him for a potty break, whatever you need to do. So that way, when you get to the place you're actually spending the night, when you're stealth camping, you will not be all obvious and drawing attention to yourself and showing that, oh, look, I'm here by myself in my vehicle for the night and I'm about to go to sleep. Right? So we'll prepare before we park. Second, we need to figure out where we're actually going to sleep for the night. So there are some great apps. One that I use often is called iOverlander. It's a free app. You can look for both paid and free camping sites. That includes everything from Walmart to national forest land to, quiet areas in residential neighborhoods that you could sneak in, all kinds of different places. And one place that I actually have stayed the night a few times is like 24-hour medical care building. So whether it's a hospital or some kind of I can't even think of what they're called, but like those after hours or 24-hour care places. If it's a 24-hour business, you probably won't draw a lot of attention being there, because if you are the only car in the parking lot somewhere, you might draw some attention to yourself. Police might come by and check on you, and it's just better if you can avoid any unwanted attention. Even though in a lot of places in the US, it's completely legal to sleep in your vehicle. But that doesn't mean that, you still don't want to draw that unwanted attention, right? So we want to sleep somewhere that we won't stick out, whether that's a Walmart where overnight parking is allowed, could be a rest area, it could be, like I said, a hospital or medical service, there are all different types of businesses and places that will allow you to camp. Not to camp, but to sleep in your vehicle overnight. So you'll want to find that place in advance. Then when you arrive for the night, you want to back your vehicle in so that you can drive away easily if you need to. If anything dangerous happens or you feel uncomfortable for any reason, you need to move your vehicle in the night, you want to make that as easy as possible. So just back your vehicle in, you're ready to go, right? And then the 4th tip is you're going to want to leave a clear path in your vehicle to the driver's seat. Ideally, you can access the driver's seat from being within your vehicle. If that's not the case, you just want to leave a clear path to the doors or whatever you would need to do to be able to drive away. I usually keep my keys and my ID in the same place in my phone every night when I sleep in my vehicle. So my keys go on a certain hook by the door. If I need to grab them, I know they're always going to be there. I keep an ID when I sleep in my vehicle and I'm not at a paid campground in a certain spot in my vehicle every single night, because I have had occasions where I have had police come and knock on my window and they usually want to see identification and ask a few questions. There's nothing wrong with that. They're doing their job. I completely understand, but you want to make their job easy. You don't want to be reaching around, digging through stuff in the middle of the night. Not only could that be, detrimental to their safety or your safety because they may not know what you're digging for, but you just, if you're not breaking the law, you don't want to look like you're breaking the law. You want to, do things right and be polite and just, show that you have nothing to hide. So just make it easy for anybody that may need to knock on your window if they are police or any other, person that may need to check what's going on. So the tips were that we're going to want to scope out a place so that we don't stick out. We're going to prepare for the night, like brushing our teeth and stuff before we actually get to the place where we're going to park. We're going to have the vehicle facing out, and then we're going to have everything internally ready just in case if we need to grab our keys, if we need to grab an ID, something like that. And we're going to try to move within our vehicle. So don't make any extra noise you don't need to. Don't turn any lights that you don't need to. Don't get out and get back into your vehicle if you don't need to. We're going to try to keep this stealthy. This is for our own protection and so that we're not disturbing people around us who might be living or working in that area. I hope these tips help you guys. I've had some great experiences camping out. It is a great way to be able to travel on a budget, but like anything, we want to do it in a smart way. So hope those tips help you out. If you have any other suggestions for tips to stealth camp in your vehicle, let me know below. Thanks, guys.